I knew he was one of the big three families, and you guys were like, "Oh no, he's just a special kid." I was like, "No, he's not. He's from
He
full of the
just
fucking
didn't. He just
family."
didn't
I
have the
would like
name,
to
which
take
was kind of
this
weird.
moment
So
to apologize to all the
Yeah,
Mitches out there.
you
I
should fucking.
will get on my hands and knees and place my lips directly on your ass cheeks. To which one is up to you, but Josh will be able to cover the other one, right?
I choose the center.
Yeah, that's the end of that bit. Now let's move on.
Nice.
My virtual soundboard is not working.
Sad. Unfortunate, honestly.
Yeah, every time I open it up,
it looks like we're live.
Every time I open it up, it says, "Yeah, fix your shit." And I was like, "I don't know how to fix my shit. Tell me how to fix my shit."
Your audio settings or something.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, just fix it. Come on.
I'm good.
All right.
All right.
We're live, so you know who's doing the intro here.
all right, welcome everyone. Thanks for hopping on the stream and watching us make a fool of ourselves yet again for another week. This week we're back talking about Jujutsu Kaisen episodes 13 through 16 of the only season that's out. So we've got the four bozos here. Gonna give you our thoughts on what we've watched, but they were hype episodes, so I mean, can't really go wrong. I think it's gonna be a pretty popular opinion no matter what. So I don't know who wants to kick it off with what you thought with episode 13.
Well, actually, if you want, I can sort of retrospectively give my thoughts of episode 12 because I was a slacker last week and it was my first time watching it.
Now you have to talk about the depressing end of Junpei already.
The fucking depressing shit again.
Jesus.
And now we're gonna have to link that episode in the description of this video. So thanks, Josh.
So if you didn't notice, that's why in the group chat I just said looking like a Bowser Jr. ass, because I mean that's what he reminded me of. Was he looked like Bowser Jr. when he got morphed?
Oh, yo, that's fucked. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, I like Mitch saying he looked like the Cart Titan first.
Yeah, he looked like the Cart Titan.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Definitely sad or whatever. And obviously now I can only imagine, like, yeah, if I had been in the same position though and had to watch 12 and not watch 13 last week, I think I would have been very frustrated. But obviously, great episode, great to set up the conflict that we get in 13, which now we can start talking about.
13 wasn't as good as I remember it being. Like, the fight wasn't that great. Like, the majority of the good parts of the fight happened in 12.
Yeah.
Like, 13 was just like, beat the shit out of Mojito for a little bit, and then he summons his domain, and then Itadori breaks through it, and it's like, bitch, I told you, don't touch me again, motherfucker.
Yeah, we got
all of Nanami's backstory though.
I love Nanami so much, dude. I related so much to him in that backstory. I was like, fuck.
Working day by day, just making the rich richer.
Yeah, I was like, fuck my life, dude.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it I really enjoyed that episode, and I guess the fight or whatever, because we got all that backstory with Nanami, and again, having not seen it, I thought that he was potentially gonna die, because you guys have told me not to get attached to characters anymore. And so I was fully anticipating that, and then he broke through, and that's when it like clicked in my brain that if he could get in, then it was gonna be him touching Sukuna's soul again, and that was gonna be over. And so I was like, oh, that's such a cool way to make it happen, that he would unknowingly make that mistake or whatever a second time. I was like,
yeah, it was very unique and smart way of how they got the fight over with.
Yeah, because I happened to be.
Is there like a clicking noise? Anyone else hear that?
I'm noticing that too. Yeah, it sounds like someone's typing.
Is someone like typing?
No,
I don't think so.
Weird.
So I
didn't hear it though.
I was hearing it too, Trev.
Yeah. Okay. So
party is split.
Hopefully it doesn't keep happening. We'll have to figure it out.
Okay. It's pretty sus.
It was
But-
like
I
sounded
forgot
like
what I was
this. It
saying
was like,
now, but oh, I think I would have heard that, but
Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
Well, it was more like pretty subtle. Like it was just like tapping, just little taps, like dum 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 dum. Dum. And it was like I let it go at first. I was like, someone's just doing something real quick, and then just it keeps happening. It's just like, okay, we still have 55 minutes to go, and I don't think I can fucking take it. But continue, Josh.
I forget what I was saying.
I don't either. That's why I just said
God
that.
damn it, Travis, you fucked them up.
It's
Well,
it's
we
his
talking about
spotlight now.
How fucking
when
could you?
Itadori just like burst into the domain and you thought he was gonna tickle, he knew he was gonna tickle him from the inside.
Yeah, just that I wasn't necessarily watching with my mom, but she happened to be around, and she asked what was with all the fucking hands, and I had to explain what the whole domain was, and explain that it was like the end all be all, and that guy was totally screwed and probably gonna be dead now. But then it all ended up working out, and so I was like, I'm glad that I was wrong.
Man, you know, sometimes in life, I wish I could be an anime character to where I get to that point in life where I need to know something super beneficial and it just fucking pops in my brain and I know how to do it perfectly. That'd be so convenient.
Oh, the whole domain thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm getting my eyes beat. Oh, it feels so good. Domain
This is the
expansion.
moment I've been
It's-
waiting for
I was
since
like, what the
before I
fuck?
was born.
This is what death feels like. Oh,
Mhm.
domain.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck.
Domain.
While I was watching this fight, because I haven't been watching a lot of like battle anime recently, and I've been reading a lot more and watching like more Western type media and fiction, I realized how much I fucking don't like the over like abuse anime protagonists take, especially in shonens. It's like Itadori should be fucking dead, man.
Hmm.
He's got like 17 holes in his stomach and chest. Like, how is he not dead?
Yeah.
Well, you
Well-
saw that at the end. He just collapsed. Like everything
Yeah,
caught up
but
to him.
he's-
All
but he
the
j- he was-
adrenaline
He's still
leaked
alive.
out.
But
You
he's still
think
alive.
it wasn't adrenaline or anything that kept him running,
Dude,
and just pure anger?
It's a lot
Dude.
of holes.
Plus, he's Sukuna's vessel, so you know.
dude.
His raw strength and power.
Yeah, Itadori was already like superhuman when we first saw him at the beginning of the show, and now he's a vessel.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's why that's some like stuff like that I don't like about anime anymore because it's just like it takes me out of the. It's like, oh, this is not.
Well,
This
Itadori's
is
not a
like-
normal human, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He is a normal human though. He's just very strong and very fast.
Yeah.
But he's a
On top of all the physical damage, there was also a lot of the
Emotional damage,
and that
Yes, bring
took a lot of
back
toll, too.
the dead meme.
bro.
It's not dead.
That part of the fight made me so fucking uncomfortable when they were all the little kids were chasing after him and like he was trying to run away. I was like, oh, this is making me fucking.
One of
feel
them like
weird,
tackled
dude.
on top of him, just like
Yeah.
kill me,
Please.
fucking kill me.
Please.
And it's like, oh my god.
Yeah,
So are we to assume that he did it then, and that's
Oh
how
yeah,
he got rid of
absolutely.
that?
he killed him. That's why the whole scene at the end of the fight with him and Nanami is like, I killed people.
Right.
They had that
the
whole
line is
talk.
blurred or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he just really didn't have a choice at that point, you know. It was pretty much just a mercy killing.
Mhm.
And it was kind of weird to see Margarita like balloon up too. Looked like some sort
Yeah.
of fucking circus act. Next
Then
thing
he
you
managed
know,
to get
Itadori's
away
like, "Yo, I'm
somehow.
gonna punch the shit out of that." And then Margarita pops, and then even Nanami is just like, "Hey, yo, dog, cheese, go in the sewers, look for this dude. You could kill him too." It's like, wow, that's how banged up Margarita was at the end of that fight. That's crazy.
Oh, he
Yeah,
called
that's what
he-
pisses me off because this dude was so close to death, and then he just escapes, and no one else can finish the job. And all of a sudden, in the next episode of this episode, he's all peachy. He goes swimming. He's chilling. Sees Volcano Head.
he
Back to
called
normal.
he called the cheese. I thought he called the other sorcerer that was already in the sewers.
Yeah.
Oh,
fighting
maybe.
all the-
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
think
He
it's
probably
did. He did
that-
call him.
Oh,
He's
that
like,
makes
he's so
more
weak,
sense
you can
then.
finish
I
him
thought-
off now.
Mhm.
No, I thought he called cheese because when he said like even you can take him out, I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like he's calling this weak ass guy.
Hey,
You know,
bro,
he
But-
don't shit
called
talk my boy Cheese, man.
Dude, I would have noticed if they called Ichichi because I'm traumatized from that fucking podcast.
All right, yeah. So it was the bandana guy. That makes sense now.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, 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 yes.
D.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Nanami's backstory. I don't know. He's just kind of, I'm a businessman, and he just kept getting a sandwich, and then eventually he just got sick of, you know, his
His
job. I
backstory-
guess.
Backstory is so fucking like. Now that I'm an adult, this backstory hit more emotionally than like all the tragic backstory shit I've seen in the past. Like I was like, holy shit, man. I feel this on a different level. It fucking sucks being an adult, man.
I just want
It
money.
fucking
I just
sucks.
need money, 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 money.
Yeah, we got a better idea of why he thought businessmen were shit. I mean, he said that, you know, businessmen were shit, and then Jujutsu sorcerers were shit too. But then we got an inside look on his life. He's like, yeah, I'm people like my job isn't really worth much. Like I make people that are already richer. And how I don't know who said it earlier. But I guess he just didn't see much value in doing that, so he thought the job was shit, and so that's when we saw him call up Gojo. That was like, what was the timeline? Was that like 2 years prior or something?
Something like that. 2-3 years, yeah.
I would imagine it was before uh, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, like the movie, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
it
he
was
went
because
back to the school.
he was in the movie
Right.
fighting
So I'm
curses, yeah.
I gotta say, it's definitely
Just trying to connect
interesting
dots.
to rewatch Jujutsu Kaisen after we
Mhm.
watch the movie, because now we're seeing like I'm seeing like Yuta pop in like every other kind of episode, and it's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if we've already mentioned that we've seen him in the intro, the new intro,
Yeah. Yeah,
and
true too.
they keep calling him out too, especially for like the whole exam
The
thing.
exchange event.
Yeah, they called him out and they're like, "Yeah, you two's such a badass." And fucking Nail Girl's just like, "I can't believe that dickhead won. Now we're not going
Yeah.
to the other school."
Yeah,
Well-
they even made reference to the curse, Rika. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, he like wiped the floor with Kyoto School the year prior before they exercised Rika.
So, so
Because
that was
then-
before.
So that happened. So that exchange event happened during the movie. It was just not on camera.
We just didn't see it.
So in
Oh.
the in the 3 months that Yuta was at school, that exchange event happened.
Oh, well.
Yeah. They didn't mention it once in the fucking movie. They were just like, yeah, 3 months of training.
Yeah, I
Go.
was confused. I was like, he still has Rika? I thought they got rid of her at the end of the movie. Spoilers.
Oh, also, I guess now that we're jumping into 14. Also, I fucking told all of you, Megami is from the Zenin clan.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I was really surprised. It's like, what is he, like some kind of extended?
Yeah, he's got
Sibling,
Zenin.
extended
He's got
family?
Zenin blood, and I knew he was one of the big 3 families. And you guys were like, "Oh no, he's just a special kid." I was like, "No, he's not. He's from
He
the
just
fucking
didn't.
family."
He just didn't have the.
I would like
name,
to
which
take
was kinda
this
weird,
moment
so-
to apologize to all the
Yeah.
bitches out there.
You should
I
fucking-
will get on my hands and knees and place my lips directly on your ass cheeks. To which one is up to you, but Josh will be able to cover the other one, right?
I choose the center.
Yeah, that's the end of that bit. Now let's move on.
Yeah. So, anything else in 13 we want to talk about?
Definitely a subversion of my expectations that he jumped out of the box to say hi to the friends who thought he was dead for 2 months, and nobody really even seemed all that happy. They were all just kind of like
Yeah.
upset.
Well, I want to go back.
Understandably upset, but then it wasn't even like they were upset and then they were happy to see him. It was just like upset and
Yeah.
awkward.
Well, I want to go back to 13 because we still have to talk about that whole scene between Nanami and Yuji, and then
Yeah, well, it seems like Nanami is starting to like, he's like a big fan of Yuji now, or it's gonna be kind of like a pseudo guardian, I guess. If Yuji's ever in danger, you can imagine Nanami would go out of his way to help him out.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
and
that role now.
I just want to say too that this whole fight between Mojito, Nanami, and Yuji was a lot cooler for me this time because I know some spoilers for later in the manga, and there's some stuff in this fight that gets brought back up later in the series. I'm like, fuck, it's gonna be so cool when it comes back, bro. So there's like there's a lot of foreshadowing for one of the spoilers I saw on accident.
Yeah, I thought 13 was solid. It was kind of a annoying end because the big baddie gets away, but now that gives Yuji kind of the goal now to
Well, yeah,
he's pretty much fortifying his beliefs to just keep living pretty much and figure out what a real death is, and at the same time kill that margarita guy.
it's the villain that's the foil to the protagonist in every shonen. They fight, the villain gets away, and then the protagonist has the goal of killing that villain eventually. So it happens in every fucking shonen ever. So
It's just like Team Rocket.
sure, but I don't think Ash wants to kill Team Rocket.
Yeah, dude, Pokemon, it's fucking
know, man.
shonen of the century, right?
I
He's
mean,
been 11 years old for like 20 years. There's got to be some sort of a blood
to
ritual.
be
he has
to be fair
perform every
too,
now
how
and
many
then.
times has his Pikachu like electrified their airship and they've been flying through like
blown up,
like different like state lines and stuff? Like I'm pretty sure when they go flying, Ash is like, good, those bitches are dead now. I don't have to deal with them anymore.
And then they fucking
They
come
keep
back.
coming back like a bug.
Yeah.
Just saying, it's just like Team Rocket.
Well, then 14 is kind of the reveal of the other years, right? The other students.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the glorious return of Itadori Yuji to Megami and Nail Girl.
No, bruh.
Huh?
I was like really
No,
sad
bruh.
when I watched that scene for the first time, and I watched it this time, and I was like even more sad. I'm like,
You were
dude,
sad. You were sad about what?
about when he came back and then no one was like happy.
I thought that was fucking hilarious, dude.
Like it was funny,
bad.
but it was
Fucking
also
funny.
sad.
Yeah.
It was
No,
funny,
it
but it was
wasn't.
sad because like his expression was the same. So I mean, that was funny. And then Gojo with the freaking souvenirs, little dolls and shit. But man, I was just, you don't see your friends for like 2 months? Was it?
2 months, yeah.
2 months, but you have to remember too. They've only been friends for like 2 months. So like, if you
But they cried over him as if they were super close.
no, okay. Imagine you're a freshman in fucking high school and you meet a friend and you're like, oh, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and
you.
He fucking dies. But like before you become really good friends, you would still be like, shit, that sucks. You might cry. Like Megami didn't cry. Nobara did though. Like,
Well, I think Megami had a closer connection with Yuji because he pretty much got him involved with Jujutsu High and stuff and led him down this path.
Yuji saved his life twice.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's different from meeting each other in actual high school because they're actually comrades and fighting and stuff.
Bro,
So
why is it every time I make like a metaphor or something, you guys take it so fucking literally?
What do you mean?
Obviously, it's different than meeting someone in real high school. Like,
because you don't say that.
Of course, we're not saving each other's lives in high school.
Dude,
I'm saying
this is JJK's real.
I would like to
What are you talking
apologize
about?
to all the high school students out there. If you guys want to come together and
It's only a game.
hold hands.
Why you have to be mad?
You fucking idiots.
Mitch, how would you have felt if when we met, which was in high school for the first time, and then 2 months later I was gone?
Well, I knew you for like 4 years, not 4, like 2 years prior because of PlayStation and stuff. So it would have been a lot different.
I think you knew me just for like the summer before.
No, we played all through middle school. I'm pretty sure.
Well, a little backstory on the cast here at this episode podcast. But I think we should get back to ripping on Mitch's metaphor, right?
So okay, so Yusuf, what reaction would you have rather them had? Been like, oh, hug him and like be all happy, crying and shit. It's like, oh shit, you're not dead. The fuck?
Yeah.
I think that's a very realistic reaction.
I definitely love.
Like, I would have kind of expected Nobara with her personality. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
punch or beat the shit out of
well, yeah, she kicked the cart.
Yuji.
Mhm.
You got some explaining to do. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Oh, you got something to say to us, and then like they show like the shot of Megami and her, and she's got tears in her eyes. So that's pretty much
Yeah.
the appropriate reaction.
Yeah, to be upset at first, but then to ultimately be happy to see him again.
I was wondering why they had like the blank stares, but at the same time, you gotta remember it's Gojo that's like having like this big reveal, like, oh, here's your little, your little paper people and stuff, and for you guys, your long dead friend Yuji, and there's like,
Excuse me.
Oh,
excuse me, and then fucking Yuji just is like, oh papi. And then everyone just gives him the blank ass stares, dude.
Can you make this out one more time for me?
No, you had the one opportunity to enjoy that. Never again.
Damn. I'll just have to rip the audio later on. I'll come back to the VOD.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
Mhm.
Bad. No, but it was a good reunion with everybody, and it introduced the other principal to Yuji, and it allowed Gojo to talk some shit to him too, like, "Oh, what's up, old geezer?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you showed up. You might have died of a heart attack just seeing
Well,
Yuji."
Yeah, because he thought Yuji was dead.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand that principal wanted him dead even before this episode of this
Yeah.
episode.
The entire
He's
time.
the one that he's like one of the people that organized him to go to that mission so he could die.
Mhm.
I'm
Okay.
pretty confident like Gojo and their principal are like and like a few other students are like the only people that care about Yuji,
I don't hate him. Yeah.
that
Mhm.
don't want to like kill him on sight. Everyone else
Well-
is just like they see him as Sukuna's vessel. They're
There
like,
are
let's get him the fuck out of here.
a couple of the higher ups that want him to eat all 20 fingers or whatever. But then there are the ones that say they don't want to risk that because they don't know what's going to happen when he eats the 20 fingers if Sakuna's going to take control. So they just want to kill him now and not risk it.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah,
but
so
no matter what, Yuji's going to die. So he either dies now or he dies when he eats all the
Yeah.
So
speaking of fingers, school has, we find out, 6 fingers, right? 6 of them
Yeah.
What?
so far.
From the conversation that Margarita Volcano had
Oh,
and
yeah.
that other dude
Okay.
had.
Yeah.
That's Ghetto, right?
Who's Geto?
The other guy at the fucking hot spring.
The long haired dude.
No, the long hair dude is Jogo. Right?
Jogo's the name of the volcano guy. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
I don't fucking know names, dude.
Yeah, Josh, it's Ghetto.
Okay, yeah. Because again, I totally watched the JJK movie, so I totally know who that is.
Something wrong in your eye, dude?
Yeah, I got some dust in it because I'm in the basement.
Yeah, dude, I think
It's kinda
I got some
blurry,
dust in
man.
my eyes too. Like everything's kind of blurry around you.
Yeah.
A lot of dust everywhere.
So what else happened in 14? They just pretty much reintroduced Itadori to the squad, and then
We learned all the names of.
yeah, they
Kyoto.
had
I
like
don't remember
the
any
they
of
had
their
like
names.
the they had like the My Hero card.
I hate
shit.
it when anime does this. It's like, fuck, man. How am I supposed to remember 9 people's
way.
names?
Yeah. Here's like 9 characters to
Rapid fire
remember,
introductions.
and they all
I
they all
know-
like show off
saw-
like their personality for like a sentence, and they just keep moving. It's like okay,
I know.
okay.
Obviously, I know Toto and May, or Mai.
My
I know
Miwa, which is
Miwa, the
older
blue-haired girl. I know Momo, the girl on the broom,
Mhm.
and then Mecha Wow. I don't
Mecha
robot
Rekka.
guy. Mecha,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like
Mekazawa.
Meko but it's Mekazawa. It's got to be.
And then the
I just want
fucking
everyone to
earring
know
guys.
that before
Not
we
even-
started
it's
this
not earrings,
podcast,
it's not earlobes. It's
before
legit
we
just his
started
hair
this
on the
podcast,
side.
both Mitch and Josh introduced him as Mekazawa. So I'm just saying they started the Cromartie reference and it wasn't me. That proves that they liked it.
No, that
Prove
proves
me
it
wrong.
that proves it poisoned
Where's
my
my cup?
brain.
Prove me wrong.
It's proof that it's spelled nearly the same, so the temptation was there, and I had to
You know what?
accept it.
Trav, you got the dub today. Congrats. Just want
Yeah,
to thank everyone.
Dab yourself up for that one.
Yeah. Bye,
Was
Yusuf.
that the? Bye.
Here comes his fucking nose, dude.
I was. Oh, I just had like a. Oh, the little tease, the little fucking tease. So we're
Was
introduced
that
to
the
all
last?
the.
Yeah,
Go
was it
ahead.
the last person, or was there like a one more?
The hair
student from
guy.
another high school.
Well,
Hair guy.
there's a year one that isn't fighting because year ones aren't supposed to fight in this, but because Tokyo doesn't have any year threes, well, they have one year three, but he's off country, off land.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, but that was pretty much it of episode 14. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, not
Yusuf's
much
chair. Is there
happens.
anything else from that episode you wanted to cover?
there was just one mention again of Yuta where Toto's like, "Oh damn it, Yuta's not here. I really wanted to fight Yuta." Because Yuta's their strongest. So
Yeah, I
And
can't
he's a
imagine how
second
strong
year
he
or a
is
third
now.
year?
yeah, I don't know.
He's only a year 2 still, right?
in the movie he beat Geto.
Spoilers.
So fucking what? Who cares, bro? It's a prequel.
But how do we know if Geto survives?
I don't know, man.
I sure don't know.
Yeah,
Gojo just kept him alive because it would be fun.
And Gojo's like, yeah, I want to fight you later. so
Nothing
you can,
bad will ever come of this. But I guess we can move on to what's the next episode? 15?
Mm-hmm.
Good math,
14.
Trav.
Well, they
Good
got
math.
they got their mission. Now, did you guys say that while I was gone? Their mission in 14.
Their mission is to kill. Their mission is to kill Yuji, but Toto's like, I don't give a shit what any of you say. I want to go watch my bae on the TV screen. Do not fucking ruin this for me. Don't tell me what to do. I'll kill Yuji if I want to kill him. I won't kill him if I don't want to kill him. Fuck off.
And
Toto
they
being a bad
explained what the
motherfucker.
game was, what their first game was.
That
They
was
had
at
to
the start. That was at
exercise
the
the
start of
grade
15.
2.
That was at the start of 15, wasn't it?
No, we had 3 episodes with content with the game.
Well, I
Huh?
guess we might as well just describe what their competition is then, if anyone wants to explain it, because I don't really remember it
Capture
off
the
the top of my
flag,
head.
but the flag has legs.
Yeah, there's just so they have
basically
the
exercise
entire
the flag.
land for the school, however big the property is, and then the 2 teams start on either side of the property. There's a grade 2 curse that's let loose somewhere in that area, and the first one to exercise that grade 2 curse wins. But there's also other like grade 3 and lesser grades scattered throughout. So if they don't exercise the grade 2, then it's whoever gets the most by X hours, minutes,
Mhm.
whatever, however long they have.
Mm-hmm.
And then anything goes except killing people, unless you're from the Kyoto school.
Yeah, because you don't give a
That's
shit.
that's the
about
most
rules, bro.
bullshit rule in the entire competition. Let's be
Mhm.
nice. Let's be friends. Let's all be friendly to each other. Literally, like minutes into the competition, Toto fucking comes in on our Tokyo squad, and then
And not even seconds in, they have that announcement that were like, yeah, so like a certain amount of like physical damage is pretty inevitable. So like just figure it out. I don't know.
like literally 2 seconds after Toto crashes in, Yuji fucking jumps up and knees him right in the face, and then everyone else scatters. So it's kind of cool how their team dynamic works. Is that they're using Megami as a scout, Panda and Nail Girl are teaming up to get their like recon witch girl, and then Yuji's whole goal is to slow down Toto.
Yeah, it's just to distract Toto.
Yeah. And then
So is he,
Yuji's
like,
like, I'm
then
gonna
the
win.
strongest
I'm gonna
one?
win.
What was that?
Mhm.
Is Toto is like he's supposed to be like obviously the strongest of all of them?
Well,
Because
yeah,
I
to-
wasn't
Mhm.
necessarily sure.
No,
Toto's
fucking
damn
competition.
Toto's damn near special grade.
Okay.
Yeah, he's super
first
strong.
grade. Yeah.
I only
He's
didn't
the
know
only
because
one
they
that's first
introduced a
grade.
couple of the new people, and I didn't know what they did or who they were.
Toto could probably like beat Nanami 1-1. I think easily he could beat Nanami 1-1. He would get waxed by Gojo because Gojo's just insane.
Yeah,
strong
he's
for
like
that.
Gojo's just on a completely different
Yeah.
scale of how stupidly strong he is.
I would say out of all the characters we've seen, Toto's probably the second strongest. Well, I guess Sukuna's probably stronger than him, but
Again, that's a different level.
You have Gojo, you have Geto, Sukuna. You think he's stronger than Geto too?
I think he could hold his own against Geto. I think.
I guess it matters whether or not Todo is stronger than Yuta, because Yuta beat Geto.
Well, we were talking about that too when Toto showed up to the school. He's like, "Damn it, Yuta's not here. I really wanted to fight Yuta this time." So, but I guess Yuta did completely just wipe the floor with Toto and all his classmates in the last year. So I don't know. JK doesn't really do a good job.
Well, that was the BS power of Rika
It was
too.
with Rika too.
Yeah, so she was at a completely different level too of just raw power. So we don't know where Yuta stands now as a sorcerer, but I'm sure he's still really strong.
And Yuta could just fucking pull out healing powers out of his ass. That was the worst part of the fucking movie, dude. It's like Maki, Panda, and Salmon Boy are dead, and he's like, "Don't worry, guys, I can heal you."
With the power of friendship. Oh yeah, my wedding ring hand. Ooh, and shoom. You're all better now.
GG.
Nice.
You could tell who the main character of that movie was. And who is not. I mean, he was good.
He did come in. He did pull the Naruto move and just show up when everything was about to get destroyed.
Yeah, I gotta like. Panda is a nice character though.
He's there.
He's really good at strategy though. Like he doesn't really miss a beat. Really, he's able to look at a situation and assume like, oh god, they're all going after Yuji now. Like that's why they're all scattered like this. That's why Toto's here. That's why all of them are going to this one spot. So you're trying to take him out.
I wonder if he's like engineered or bred to have the school's president's like intellect or battle mind, whatever.
Well, he was never bred. He was created by the principal. He's the principal.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And he was raised by the principal, so obviously all his like ideas and shit get thrown into Panda.
He's not a real panda. He's a panda gorilla, and then whatever the hell his sister is combination.
Yeah, I noticed that they cleverly did not tell us what that was, probably on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know what she is.
It's probably a penguin.
Probably a human, and it's really some fucked up human experiment that the principal did. That's why he's so smart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or penguin.
Yes, or penguin.
Technically possible.
That's why he's white. That's why he's white and black.
Good job, Trav. I'm gonna laugh when I'm right. And this is like the dumbest transformation ever. Instead of getting like bulky as shit, he just shrinks and just shits out an egg.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. If I was Panda, I would be in that gorilla all the time. I guess never mind. It uses up his curse energy.
Yeah, I don't know what the downside would be with using gorilla. Oh wait, no, you're right. He did mention that it drains his curse energy way quicker. So yeah, that's pretty much his primary core with the panda form. But I guess before we get into the whole panda and Mecha fight, we have to talk about Versus Yuji.
So fucking
such an iconic, such an iconic moment for Todo, where he just like beats the shit out of Yuji, and then he tries to pry him for some information, and next thing you know, he's asking the question, "What is your type?" And then sure enough, Yuji is like, what, a tall girl with a fat ass, someone looking like Jennifer Lawrence. And then right when he said that, Toto's face goes like the
and then we get like a 5-minute fucking
we get like a 5-minute hypothetical backstory of what would have been in a different world.
A little sitcom at a high school when Todo and Yuji is best friends. And then Todo gets rejected by his idol. And then, sure enough, Toto's crying. And then Yuji's like, "Hey, let's go get some ramen, big guy, on me." Then they walk down the street together, and it just goes back to a shot with Todo just daydreaming, just crying.
Sobbing.
Oh, I love him. It's so fucking funny.
My best friend. We're always meant to be. Dude, Toto is just
Such a
oh,
fucking cool
It was
character.
funny because like right before that, he was just beating the shit out of Yuji,
Oh,
just
yeah.
pounding his fucking
Mhm.
skull into that tree
hmm
from one moment to the next.
Well, I mean,
Man.
Or is he gonna ask
Toto
that question first?
Toto still didn't hold back against Yuji either. He was like, "My friendo.
No, he was just
If you can't
best
survive
friend.
this,
He was saying like, I'm not gonna dishonor my best friend by not going 100% on him. So I'm gonna
dude,
try and kill him.
just think too. If
It's
Yuji
fucking
didn't
sad.
answer that question like that, he would be dead already. Because all the
Yeah.
other students from what school are they from?
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
All right, from Kyoto, they all like try to dogpile Yuji, but then Toto, well, something happens, and then Toto gets in the middle of all of them and is like, "Hey, my friend,
Back the fuck up.
you're my friend. Get away!
I mean,
I'll
that just shows
fucking
like
kill you, man."
He was like, I told you that if you got in my way, I'd kill you, didn't I?" And the other guy's like,
Oh,
"No, you
shit.
never said that."
You just said don't give me orders. He's like the same thing.
Yeah.
See,
Totally, dude. Yeah.
that,
Okay.
that just shows you how strong Toto is. That 5 of his classmates were like, "Okay, I'm sorry, don't hurt me," and they all walked away. So
So then, so is his curse technique not just like a bunch of hand-to-hand combat stuff that he can also like teleport people or some shit?
Well, the thing we don't know
What was that?
because
yeah, we don't know what it is yet.
Yuji got
Yeah.
swapped with, I can't remember that one guy's name.
Earlobes.
It's not fucking earlobes, dude. It's not earlobes. But well, we got the Brock
bow
from
and arrow.
in JJK.
I-
So Yuji got swapped with Brock, and then Brock's like, was that Yuji's ability? Was that Toto's? I don't know. And then Toto just like punched right behind them, or like came up right behind them, and that just disrupted everything. So we don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Might be Yuji's thing that he learned behind the scenes, like in Demon Slayer.
so dumb. I hate when shows do that, dude. Sun breathing technique, 54th form. When did
Jutsu.
you learn that? I don't know. I was just did some training last weekend.
Fucking bro.
I did some trading. Yeah, I hit the gym a little bit last weekend. Now I can fucking breathe sun energy. What's worse, doing that training for a weekend or just having a guy you just met telling you to breathe better and close off your fucking blood?
I ate a plant, and now the plant energy inside me feeds off of the sun. So
This is super off topic, but if Demon Slayer wasn't so visually appealing, I think it'd be fucking awful. Like the story is so bad. The story makes no fucking sense. It's so
Looks so
stupid, but it looks so good. Yeah. The characters aren't even that good either.
I'm also now imagining that this is how Pokemon feel when you use like a TM. You're just like, take this disc.
Yeah.
Oh
eat this
shit! I know
fucking
Hyper
disc.
Beam now. Let's fucking go.
Learn it! Learn it,
it.
you little bitch!
Where do you think they put the disc?
They credit card the Pokemon.
That's what I was thinking too. Right up the poop.
There's a reason they can't ever reuse it.
Come here, Eevee.
In later gens, though, they had the better technology.
Until they figure out what a fucking washcloth is.
They learned barrier protection by Gen 7.
It's fucking disgusting.
So
anyway.
then, going back to that, the rest of the students go away from Toto and Yuji, and Toto notices like Yuji's move where his like curse energy like lags behind, and he's like slowly getting pissed. He's like he's getting punched in the face by him, being impressed by like his physical moves, and like saying like how he's like physically stronger than him even at his size, but his curse energy is just kind of holding him back actually. So then he just like gets punched in the face. He's like, no, my friend, that's bad. What are you doing? It's lagging behind.
It's so funny when Toto, Yuji just like fucking jumps and punches him in the back of the head. He's like, "What's going on?" Like, didn't even feel it. And then when he punches him in the forehead, he brings his forehead forward to meet the
Yeah,
punch.
he
and
doesn't
to
even
stop him.
he doesn't even like hit the ground. He just like slowly rises up with it. He's like, no, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
And then,
He
like,
punches-
teaches
Screams
him.
that too. That shit echoes across the entire forest. And everyone's like, is that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, he
Toto?
screams, wrong!
So crazy.
And
Such a-
then Yuji just kind of stands there like, oh, okay, I'll listen. What's up?
Yeah, in the middle of the fight, he's like, here's how you actually hurt me. You do this. Now try and hurt me.
Yeah, instead of thinking that the cursed energy starts from your chest and spreads all the way through your body, imagine it as like the entire world around you or something, and let it fully engulf you always. So you're pretty much always powered up with curse energy, so there's no lag. Because Yuji's body is faster than his curse energy buildup.
Mhm.
So that's like his whole problem. He's too physically adept for his curse energy to keep up. But now with Toto's, I guess, impromptu tutoring, Yuji's able to use his curse energy at the same level as his physical strength, which obviously is making him even stronger.
Yeah, Toto's crazy.
And it's not the end for Toto's lessons either. Dude, I'm so excited for these next set of episodes though.
I know.
It's gonna be
dude.
so
Toto
fucking
was
good. Yeah, Toto's a very good character. Or he's very entertaining to watch.
Mhm.
Yes.
So that was is that all of 15, right? Pretty much.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I don't remember what else happened. Yeah.
I mean, everything is kind of happening at the same time.
Yeah.
We just get cut to it at different parts. Like when Yuji stayed behind to fight Toto, Megami and everyone else like kept running, and they sniped Momo off out of the sky.
Yeah,
like
Megami
Megami's
did,
new,
yeah.
like grounded her pretty
Mhm.
much. So then she was knocked out, and Kyoto School split up even further, and Panda and Nobara split off too with
Hey, witch girl,
Toge.
can you come down to play?
Mhm.
They're just trying to
Mhm.
get in her head, just make her mad, and try to get her to fight with them, just so they wouldn't have a scout anymore, which would definitely put Kyoto's team at a major disadvantage. Because, like what Yusuf said, the whole gimmick is finding the cursed spirits and taking them out to get points. So without their scout, they would be pretty much in the red, pretty much.
Megami
And at this
and
point, like the common theme is that, like, even though Tokyo School we assume their plan was definitely to win the game, like find these cursed spirits and stuff. But Kyoto was very much the opposite. Like they're gunning for the Tokyo students, so they're all just caught up in their own fights.
yeah,
I think
because their whole mission was to kill Yuji.
yeah, I think right now the only person that did not engage anyone was Toge.
Yes.
Who?
That's
oh
the
yeah,
blue hair girl.
Salmon.
No, Toge
No.
Salmon.
Oh,
Yeah. Salmon and bread rolls. And
Yeah,
other things.
He's going to go look for the curse still.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Which I thought was crazy that they sent him on his own, but I guess he's more than capable of
Yeah,
taking care of that on his own.
stop, explode. So
Mm-hmm. So I guess we might as well just, transition quick to 16 because it's pretty seamless between 15, 16. So we have the fight with Panda and Mekazawa, which was pretty cool. We got a lot of Panda's backstory, but Yusuf, you had something to say?
Oh yeah, I was saying that when Panda and Nobara were egging on that witch girl, Mekazawa just snipes them from out of nowhere and takes out, which we find out was one of Panda's 3 cores. So we find that out later on, but
Yeah.
caught them by surprise, and they get into their own fight.
I believe that the matchups are like Panda, Nobara, the witch girl, and the robot. Then we have Megami with
Maki.
Maki versus
earlobes and
Earlobe. That's
Miwa.
the guy with the bow.
girl.
Yeah. And
Can
then,
I want to comment real quick. The girl with the revolver, she was
Maki?
like, she was She was like straight up just shooting at Yuji, and Yuji's just dodging these bullets like they're
Run away
nothing.
from
It's
bullets.
like
Yeah, you should run away from fucking bullets.
it's like
dude.
He
no, it's like
dodged point
yeah,
blank.
yeah. There was one where he goes like this. It's like, hello.
So dumb.
Can
And,
we just explain how fucking fast you have to be to do
maybe
that
because they're
shit?
cursed energy bullets, they're slower than normal bullets.
I would imagine the opposite. Bitches are probably
Yeah.
faster.
That.
And I think that the blue hair girl Miwa, she used her ability for the first time, like in front of everyone else, because we find out with her fight, her and
She
Maki's
has
fight,
like a
is
area of
she
effect.
she like kept her powers to herself because her goal is just to stand out when it matters most, so that way she just gets promoted and goes on missions and makes money and is just independent to take care of her two little brothers.
Because
So
she's poor.
wholesome.
Yeah, she's a cool character.
I
I
think
like
she's
it.
probably my favorite
Yeah,
of the
she's
second years
yeah.
at Kyoto.
I definitely really like her.
She said that she purposely what was she
She
purposely
hesitated.
hesitated because she didn't want to kill Yuji.
Yeah,
She's the only nice one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's just in it pretty much for the status. Well, not really the
Mhm.
status, but just
The
to get the
clout.
status, to get the money, so
Oh.
she could support her family.
This is like a really side note, but going back to episode 13, when I just remembered when we were talking about status and stuff, Nanami, when he was in the other like puppet dude's domain, Nanami's like, yeah, this is something I never could have done. We learned about his
Yeah, he-
limits there too.
he
Like he
can't do
was
domain.
never able to perfect or use domain expansion.
Mhm.
Sorry, it's just a side note that I remembered.
When have we ever done side notes
I
or
don't know.
backtracked on anything at this podcast, dude? You're just
Also-
you're wasted time. Please waste 15 more.
Also,
What?
in the start of Panda and Mekazawa's fight, you see that little list of like where they are. That's where we find out Toto's almost S tier. Megumi's like two. The witch girls like bouncing in between.
You
two.
mean this picture?
Oh,
yes.
someone came prepared.
I was like,
Incredible.
dude, I am saving this. I don't care. But yeah, we found out that Mekazawa, he was like floating between semi second grade and third grade based on Panda's.
Yeah, he
Judgment.
didn't. He was just
Like,
making
he's like-
assumptions on everyone's placements. So I mean,
Yeah, but then Mekazawa was like, yeah, no, bro, I'm a semi first grade. He just shoots way up.
And
Right
then
with
they,
Toge
and then they
and-
show like
and
their
earlobes.
standings, and like Panda's like 2 like rows under, and he's just like, oh
Yeah.
shit, and then
Yeah.
the giant like laser comes in. So yeah, I kind of feel bad for Mekazawa.
I
It's
do
just
too.
it's just
Okay.
legit a dude in a bathtub with wires all over him and shit, and he's controlling this robot.
Mitch,
And,
question for you.
yeah, it's kind of brutal looking.
Did Mekazawa's story make you feel bad for him more than the movie made you feel bad for Yuta?
Yes. I didn't feel
JJK
that.
did that in half an episode.
I didn't feel bad for Yuta once during that movie. I was like, dude, stop fucking crying. That was like 10, 15 years ago. Get over it, guy. Like Mekazawa, the kid has to live with that his entire life. Like he has no feeling in his legs. Like he can't use his legs. He doesn't have a fucking right arm. His skin is so fragile and paper thin that the moon burns him. It's like, what the fuck?
Relatable.
Yeah,
that
of course
dude,
I could
that
work
dude
for this
reminded
too.
me of that one guy from SpongeBob, where he's just like,
Yeah.
I woke up, I have glass bones. Every
Paper
morning
skin.
I break my arms, and every
Every
night I
night.
break both of my legs. And it's like,
He's like-
God damn.
Yeah, like I never once felt bad for Yuta during. Like Yuta was the most unsympathetic main character ever.
And
I
every
don't give a
time
shit.
I
It was the big
every time I
character.
see a character in anime that has like fragile skin, I always think of the My Hero villain. What's the guy with the face with the hand on his face?
Shigaraki.
Yeah, I always think of Shigaraki every time
Why?
because of like the brittle like skin. He's always like peeling it and shit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, it's a weird thing to imagine each time, but
Whenever I see Mojito, I think of Shigaraki because the hands.
Yeah. They basically look a
yeah,
lot
they
alike.
look pretty similar, like same hair color, same skin color, pretty much.
Speaking of Shigaraki, dude, I'm so excited for season 6, bro. Oh my fucking god.
yeah, it's coming out in fall,
Shigaraki's-
right?
Shigaraki's such a fucking good villain, dude. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Sorry, I just came a little bit. I mean, the end of season 5, like his fight against Redestro was fucking great. So
What did he
a
say?
funny meme on Facebook, where like it had, oh boy, like scenes I think from Phineas and Ferb, and they compared it to different like anime scenes, and you know the sister, like the
Candace.
Candace, thank you, and then she has like,
Candace
dude, I don't watch Phineas and Ferb, dude.
Candace dick fit,
Fuck,
This
all
is
three of
Candace.
us just knew it.
Candace
like, just
and her best-
instantly.
It was like
Jesus.
Candace and her best friend that has like black hair.
Yeah, I don't know that
Was
one.
like Nico and oh shit, Nami from One Piece. And there
Mhm.
was like and then it was Phineas and Ferb, and that was geez, dude, I'm really shooting myself in the foot 'cause I don't remember the names from One Piece, and it's like one of the
You
biggest
were
shows.
bombing,
That's the
dude.
big
you were,
three, and I don't know the fucking names,
you
dude.
were
Like,
fucking
Who are
bombing
you-
right
who are you
now.
thinking- Which character are you thinking of? Which one is it?
So eventually, the meme went down to the professor guy,
Dr. Doofenshmirtz?
Doofenshmirtz, and then it showed the picture of the guy that you just said from My Hero that fought.
Shigaraki?
No,
Shigaraki.
Redestro.
Yeah,
Oh.
Redestro.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks
that
like-
guy.
It looks
Yeah.
identical, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up an image.
Honestly, sure.
Josh, have you
I
seen
don't know the
season 5?
names from anime.
I
Or
stopped
Phineas and
at I stopped at the end of 3.
No,
That's
you
where I
just
got
gotta
burned
you just
out.
gotta watch the Doofenshmirtz glow up meme.
Dude,
It shows that guy.
has to be that they have to have watched Phineas and Ferb, and they were like, "Yo, we could put that in an anime."
Bro, season 5, like the second half of season 5 of My Hero is so fucking good, man.
Oh my
All right,
God.
but how about we talk about Mechazawa versus Panda? So we
Like,
find
I always
out.
thought the Teenagers Panda didn't die, and then Panda won. The
So,
end. I'm kidding. Go.
Wow.
but we find out that what are they called? Like cursed dolls, or right?
Yeah, they had dolls, corpses.
So we find out that
Corpses.
dolls that's what Panda is, and other dolls have like these things called cores, and that's where the buildup of curse energy goes for them. We find out in this fight that that Panda not only has his one, but he actually has 3. So he has his Panda form, which is one of the cores. Another core that got shot by Mechazawa before the fight actually started. And then the third one where he has, what was it, Gorilla?
Gorilla.
Yeah.
So when he taps into the Gorilla core, it transforms his doll form into a more, just more muscular version, like opposable thumbs and shit like that. And his
Gorilla.
eyes like get like all fucking like purple and shit. He just looks way more brutal.
So here's a question I had during his fight. I don't know if they addressed this later in the show. Are Panda's cores gone forever now, or do they recharge?
That's what I was gonna say. I don't.
They
have no
weren't.
clue.
They were near death.
Oh,
They almost.
So they're
were
just gonna
eliminated.
take a cat nap and be better tomorrow.
probably.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
basically.
I mean, I guess I'd be really disappointed if we got like further down in the show and Pando's like, I would use my last core, but someone
Someone sniped
fucking
it.
shot it.
Yeah.
And then Mechazawa was like, sorry, bro.
How the hell was Mechazawa semi-grade 1 when Panda just whooped the fuck out of him?
I
Well,
That
know.
just means
and
that
Panda's,
Panda
like,
probably
grade
needs
3.
to. Yeah, Panda needs to rank himself higher.
No, the robot isn't the thing underneath. It's the sorcerer that's controlling the robot. So, I mean, if that guy is able to walk around and shit normally, like, he would be, like, at that level, but he has, like, this, this distance in between himself and his doll that he's controlling, or the robot. So,
And
that probably
JJK
definitely doesn't help him.
JJK does such a good job of like showing us characters they are. Like, holy shit, I see who that is. Like when they showed that scene where the guy in the bathtub gets out and like he changes to a normal guy, he shows all his people he cares about. And there's that one first year from Kyoto that we've never met, kid with the white hair. I'm like, I want to meet that kid now, because they do a really good job of showing characters that we're gonna meet later and like exciting us for it.
Mhm.
Like all the Utah references. And
Yeah, we
stuff.
can. Yeah, you could say the same exact thing with Utah. Like that, all that stuff completely left my mind. But then rewatching it's really cool.
The Utah references, the other special grade year 3 from Tokyo that we haven't met yet.
Yeah. So all around, Panda gets the upper end of Mekazawa, wins the fight, and says, next time we hang out, I'll come visit you, bud. Shoot the shit a little bit, beat the shit out of you in your own bathtub.
We also didn't mention that like the whole Mekazawa's whole like motivation for the fight is that he hates cursed corpses because they get to walk around in broad daylight when he can't, and he feels very jealous.
He's definitely jealous.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have hello?
For anyone that was curious what I was talking about, so that's
Nami
like the
and
first
Robin.
part. Nami and Robin, yeah. And then that was the one with Doofenshmirtz and Redestro.
I mean, literally a carbon copy for that one.
Do you not know who the other 2 One Piece characters are?
They are. I know
Zoro and I don't know.
I know Zoro. I didn't know the other dude.
That's Kid.
Yeah, I didn't know that guy.
I definitely didn't.
I never watched One Piece, but I keep up to date with it.
What's up, dog?
Amazing.
But then Mekazawa starts to warm up a little bit with Panda, because now like someone's like kind of reaching out and being accepting about what Mekazawa as true form actually is, and is saying like, hey man, you can live your life, man. It's all good, all sunshine, rainbows. We can all be friends, go out in the sun together while we watch you melt. But yeah, I think that was about it of 15, right?
16, you mean?
16.
I meant 16. Why are you guys saying 15?
Was there anything at the end of 16 that happened? Like a cliffhanger? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
I don't think it was 16, but 15 if you guys watched after the end credits. I think the outro for like the second outro is ass.
It's pretty generic.
But if you skip through it, they bring, I don't know if they had it in like the first half of the show, but they have Jujutsu Stroll.
Jujutsu Senpai.
There's like a mini cartoon, and they were asking, this was the episode that Toto asked Itadori what kind of woman was his type, and so they reversed it and they asked all the girls, and so we got like all the generic responses, and eventually got to Miwa, and then she's like, yeah, I want a hot guy just like every other girl, but more importantly, the guy that makes you feel like he's the only one for you. And then it cuts to Gojo, and he was with the professor from the Kyoto school. And he's like, my type, what's that one girl? She's from Kyoto. She's second year. She's like, well, he didn't say second year. He's like, she's like super nice. And then the other teacher's like, what are you talking about? Who is that? He's like, the one with the bangs. And it just flashes to all the other girls that answered, and it got to Miwa. And he's like, yeah, that one. So, that's the ship right there between Miwa and
weird.
Gojo. Yep.
She's a second year high schooler. He's a high school teacher, dude.
A little sus.
Hey man, it's Gojo. What do you want, dude?
The blue-haired girl?
Huh?
Is it the blue-haired girl, or who's Miwa?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blue hair.
The one that has the hots for Gojo.
Yeah.
The one that asked for the selfie, and she got it.
Where's my tea?
I really like Gojo and the other professor's relationship. I think that's how she hates him.
Yeah, I mean, Gojo is definitely pretty annoying.
Fuck yeah, dude. He's the worst.
You either like one of two people. One, you really like Gojo and like have his back and shit, or Gojo annoys the absolute shit out of you, and he knows it, and he's gonna do it every single time. He does not care.
I'm salty because he should have taken the tea that she threw at him. Like, he should have fucking got soaked in that. But it was just the biggest slap in the face because he had his like infinity thing like protecting him. Yeah. And within that episode, or I don't know, the episode before it, the president had him in the fucking headlock.
Mm-hmm.
This is so stupid.
It's kind of off topic, but JJK season 2 got announced for 2020. and I saw a thing that said, because Hunter's coming back, Demon Slayer's coming back, and then what are you fucking laughing at, you motherfuckers? Is it cutting out again?
What year?
Trying to just be nice because I knew what you were saying.
What
y'all-
year?
It fucking cut out like halfway through. I just watched
Dude.
the bar go from like green to just fucking red.
Dude, it cut off at the number that meant the most. You're like 2020. And it just fucking stopped, dude. 3, 4, 5.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2.
Mm-hmm.
What about it?
He's faking
Yeah,
it.
It gets
Like faking it.
it got announced for 2023.
Oh, nice.
And so Hunter's coming back, Demon Slayer and JJK is coming back, but Gojo, Zenitsu and Inosuke, and then Gon and Killua aren't going to be in the seasons like at all. So everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like that's everyone's favorite characters of the shows, and they're like, "No, what the fuck's going on?"
Wait,
So,
did you say Zenitsu?
Zenitsu and Inosuke aren't going to be in season 3 at all. It's all
You said
about
everyone's favorite characters.
for some reason, some fucking
Yes, exactly.
psycho-
See, you know deep down, just like Mekazawa and Yutaka Takenuchi, that Zenitsu is your favorite character.
No,
Name
I
is
said
Doug
it's a lot of people's
Nutri.
favorite characters, which I don't understand why some little crybaby little boy is favorite characters.
Maybe you're the one that is in the uncommon opinion.
Yeah, I am, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. people like him
We're
so
in the
much.
right side of history, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
What-
ahead,
what-
Aaron.
By the end of
Vigorous.
this fucking show.
When they look back on the history of the world, there'll be two sides: Zenitsu fans and Zenitsu haters.
And then
And they'll
no,
s-
there
they'll
was
see
people
that
that
one of
are
the-
wrong, and then there's us who are right.
Yes.
They'll see that the Zenitsu hater
Just watch.
sided with
Just
the
fucking
Vigorous.
watch, dude. There's gonna be like a crazy scene with Zenitsu, and we're just gonna be like, no,
Well,
that was pretty badass.
I would love it to happen. Like I don't want to hate Zenitsu. I want to like him, but he's just a fucking horrible character. If he does something cool, then yeah, I'll absolutely root
This
for
right
him.
here is what Lincoln was talking about when he said that a house divided against itself cannot stand. He knew.
He knew
that we were
like there was gonna be a
divided
war
against
over
Zenitsu
fucking
lovers and
Zenitsu,
Zenitsu
and he
haters.
was
He
trying to
knew.
stop it.
See, even Gojo knew that would be a thing because in episode 13, he wanted to make a YouTube video to troll the masses, talking about the separation of church and state
That was
while
funny. That
throwing
was
rice
funny.
balls or some shit.
That was funny.
Exactly. Bye, Travis.
Well, yeah, so Gojo won't be in season 2 a lot.
That's fine.
Whatever. It just gives
It gives other people
spotlight
time
on
to
other
shine.
characters, so I don't really care.
He's
Um,
too
Make a
OP, like,
triumphant
it's not-
return, everybody will go crazy.
The thing is, you know that whenever Gojo's there, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like he'll let shit happen just because it's fun, but he's too OP. Like you have to let
we'll
the other
we'll
characters
see
develop
we'll
and get-
see why like Gojo's kind of bad to keep around in these next episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, so we can talk about that later. But I think for now we are out of stuff to say for these episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think we
Oh,
nailed it.
yeah.
What do you guys think of the new intro? Did you guys say that?
I think
First
we-
intro's so second intro's really good. First intro's better. First
So,
intro's iconic.
First intro's iconic. First outro's iconic. Second intro,
Like-
second outro.
Like when you think of iconic anime openings for generations, like you think of like Naruto Shippuden opening 6, right? Like signed by Flow. You think of Sword Art Online's opening. You think of Attack on Titan's first opening. For this generation of anime, JJK's opening one is up there for like one of the most iconic. Like you when you go think back to the 2020 animes, you'll think of that opening, I think. Not the second one for me.
That or Goblin Slayer.
I don't even know which one is there.
Oh my god.
Rumbling will be there. Yeah.
But no, opening 2 is definitely nice. I didn't like the outro too much. The first one was way better. in my
First one's
opinion.
one of the best ever made,
Such a
man.
fun vibe.
Like I'm just
Yeah.
fucking vibing out, you know. I'm just like I don't want to skip this. This is too nice. But I gotta move on
Yeah.
to the next episode.
I
Of
think
this episode.
I like. I mean, obviously we killed it. Like the first outro is like fantastic. The first intro, I think it's good. Like I think it's good. I feel like it has a happy-go-lucky vibe to it. Like it's more like poppy. But the second one is a little bit more. It goes a little bit harder, I guess. Like you got the drums in there more, and it's like I don't know, it just feels a little bit more intense. I think it fits the arc pretty well. So I like that one a lot. And then the outro is like a love story. So
Yeah, I don't know. I think the first intro was more like JJK vibes, where this one just feels like a generic anime opening to me. Like it could be in any like Eve can only do JJK openings because it's that specific vibe to their songs. So
Yeah.
all right.
Well,
I think that was it, Trev. I just wanted to ask that.
So I definitely think we are spent now on this week of Jujutsu Kaisen. So I think with that, we are going to be ending this episode of this episode podcast. So whoever hung out, thanks for hanging out. Mitch somewhat appreciates it. And yeah, hopefully Mitch can fix his mic without it, cutting off. But we'll see. Alright, so roll the outro.
on the next episode of this episode, Trav, Josh, Mitch, and Yusuf discuss episodes 13 through 16 of Noragami. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss any new episodes when they go live. You can catch our podcast live at twitch.tv/tree every Monday night. And as always, thanks for watching.